for Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And joining us on the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. Here we go. Crowd ready to roar in this Western Conference matchup. Jazz looking to please their fans here at home, getting their first look of the season at this Pelicans team. Beasley outside. No coverage that time.
Now this is Beasley's game, right? The ability to know when to shoot it off the catch.
Yours, I'm looking at these numbers for Malik Beasley. He never turns the ball over.
You're right, Kev. This is normally one of the players always amongst the best in terms of turnover percentage. And you love that about Malik. Why? Because he can score the basketball without making mistakes. The offensive game is based on efficiency.
Second free throw, no good.
And you look at the way Ingram can get off a shot. When he gets to his spots, there's just no stopping him. Very few players can create like he can.
Now here's Wallace. 6 to shoot. No problems knocking that one down.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
A creator indeed, and the name you always hear, Greg, with Ingram as a comparison, Kevin Durant.
And that's about as fair a comp as you'll find. Ingram is special with how he can rise up over defenders with that shot. It makes him a lethal weapon late in the game. And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Pass to Ingram. Inside. Good, and the assist goes to Williamson.
And loving when Ingram uses that length down low, not settling for the jumper.
Wallace looking for an opening. Here's Markkanen. And the rejection by Valanciunas. McCollum outside. Pass to Williamson. Stolen by Markkanen. Got a piece of it. For three, Beasley. Nailed from three-point land. Beasley's got 6 points.
When he's feeling it, Beasley a very reliable three-point option. You've got to get him off that arc.
Screened by Valanciunas. Ingram outside. Kicks it out to McCollum. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
So out of the gates, 3 for 3, exactly what they're looking for.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Jones. Beasley with it. He has 6. To the inside. Kicks it out to Markkanen. And the Jazz, another 3.
And how about the response by Markkanen? Made 3 on one end. He comes right back for his own team. Love it.
Pass to Valanciunas. Here's Williamson. Makes it off the glass.
Boy, 4 for 4 to get things started. Must have been a good shoot-around this morning.
And here's Wallace. He'll bring it up for Utah. There's the pick. Out to the right wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Drops in the layup for 2.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
For 3, Ingram. Jazz leading by 3. Pass to Beasley. Now here's Markkanen. He's covered by Ingram. They double him with Williamson. Back to Markkanen. To the wing right side. Ingram with it. Beasley covering. Now Valanciunas. Williamson outside. And Williamson throws it down.
Unbelievable force and power. Zion hanging 280 plus on the rim.
To the paint. Rebounded by Valanciunas. Ingram outside. Here's the three. Drills the three-pointer. Ingram's got 6.
And we talk about court awareness. There, McCollum doing a beautiful job spotting the open man.
Markkanen in the corner. Ingram comes with the double team. And the foul on Jonas Valanciunas. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Beasley outside. Over Jones. The Jazz again can't hit it.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
And you know there aren't many teams with a more dedicated fan base than Utah. The Jazz fans are behind their team no matter what.
And it's Beasley in the corner. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. New Orleans in the lead. Pass to Hayes. From the arc. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll go to the line to shoot 3.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a three-point attempt.
It's always striking, Greg, to see the bond between the Jazz team and their followers.
Well, when you're the only game in town, people take the team to heart. And we see it in cities like Portland and San Antonio as well. The fans form that attachment to their team.
Now here's Beasley. 6 points for him. Shot clock at 6. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Pelicans leading by 3. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
I was able to talk with the head coach of the Jazz for just a minute. He understands they're facing a team that can put up points in a hurry. He said they need to put forth a great effort defensively to prevent scoring runs. They can't afford to let those guys get hot and stay hot. We'll see who wins the battle of wills here tonight.
DA, thanks for that update, guys. What can they do to prevent a barrage of points to start this game?
I think one thing they have to do is stay connected to shooting. Obviously, though, easier said than done.
Right. You don't want to give up easy looks, especially at the rim and from the three-point line.
Yep, that one goes. And the Pelicans lead by 5.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
Count that one.
Well, so great when your offense produces a shot that close to the rim. The rest of the work becomes easier.
Ingram outside. Screen by Smith. Lets the 3 fly. And Brandon Ingram gets the 3. Ingram's got 9.
And they are shooting the lights out from distance here early.
It's stolen by Jones. Smith outside. Ingram left side. Smith outside. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist.
3 points.
And it's a 9. Point Pelican lead.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
And the Jazz call time here. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
And here are the Pelicans now, following the miss by Malik Beasley. Man, showing some terrific range.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now here's Wiseman. And again, unable to change momentum here. It's Murphy outside. And another 3 for New Orleans.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip. And guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Out to the right wing. It's deflected. Murphy with the steal. It's Miller on the wing. And here's Daniels. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Jones, no luck. Jazz trailed by 15. Knocks it loose. And it's out of bounds. Utah able to retain possession here. Timeout is called. First of the game for the Pelicans.
Timeout for New Orleans. Here they come. Your Utah Jazz.
The 3. Good on the triple. He has 6.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Now here's Williamson. And finished off by Williamson.
Well, what a dunk artist this guy is. Whenever Williamson takes flight, you're just expecting to see something special.
Pass to Okoro. Here's Wiseman. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Richardson outside. McCollum feeling it out a bit. With the drive. Does not find the mark. He's made 2 and missed 1 now.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Here's Grimes. And Utah another 3.
Well, Wiseman's passing game is a work in progress, but he's smart enough to spot the wide open man there.
No one near Williamson as he lets it go. And another 3 for New Orleans.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Pass to Okoro. There's 48 seconds left in the first. Wiseman with the ball. And it's Miller picking him up. And James Wiseman picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for New Orleans. Leading by 12. Miller outside. In the corner, Daniels. Miller outside. 5 on the clock. And here's McCollum for 3. Sinks the triple. McCollum's got 9.
Start they were hoping for.
Here's Grimes. takes it inside. Misses from short range. C.J. McCollum, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the New Orleans Pelicans.
The Pelicans, 39.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Pelicans?
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
And their assist total also impressive early, creating with the pass and playing for teammates.
For three. Rebounded by the Jazz.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Pass to Grimes. Here's Guerrero. And he drops it in from the low post. And you hear the term point forward. But then, Greg, you had Magic Johnson. 6'9", but still a point guard. So what's the difference?
Well, when you talk about a point forward, it's someone whose versatility extends to their playmaking. Magic is the rare talent who redefined the point guard position.
Here's Ingram. That one off the back iron and out.
Well, you simply have to shake that one off, right? You can't let that kind of missed opportunity bother you.
Pass to Okoro. Here's Guerrero. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. 6 points for him.
Well, Okoro is a team-first guy that wants to involve his teammates. Pretty pass there.
A three from McCollum. Trains it from beyond the arc. McCollum's got 12 in the game.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Guerrero. Ingram with the steal. Shoots the three. And another three for New Orleans.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Pass to Grimes. The Jazz working the ball around now. Bucket number three. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
I mean, if the defender is going to play off like that, then you know what's going to happen. There are going to be points put on the board.
McCollum outside. Lets it go from deep. That one is good again. He's 6 for 8 from the floor with the basket.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Utah calls timeout. C.J. McCollum really making a difference here.
Well, I think this is a necessary timeout so they can figure out a way to limit the impact this guy's having from three-point range. They've got to dedicate more resources to their perimeter D.
Here's Grimes. Wiseman with the ball. And it's Richardson picking him up. Trains the three-pointer.
I'll tell you, he turns a difficult situation of duress into a simple basket with a precision pass out of the double team.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Last season, we know the Pelicans made that trade to bring in C.J. McCollum. He says, I think it's a match made in heaven. I'm happy to be here. The cool part is that I haven't had to make any real adjustments. The way I play is the right way. Kevin, back to you.
Well, and he's completely changing teams mid-season. Tough thing to do, but he is a veteran that can certainly handle it. Ball in his hands, good things usually happen. Hey, David, thank you for that story. And so much great talent coming into the league, Craig, every year. That 2021 draft in particular looks very strong.
Absolutely. Anytime you got just a couple potential stars, but from the looks of it, upwards of 5, you know it's been a special draft.
Back to Williamson. He gets the shot to fall, and the defender wasn't set. He's called for the block and a three-point play chance here. And as incredible as Zion Williamson has been and is, the big problem, Greg, is keeping him ready to play. his health.
And there have been all sorts of opinions chiming in on whether he can play at a high weight. But the bottom line is something needs to happen to keep him healthy. He's lost too much time early in his career.
To the middle. Williamson with the block.
And the leaping ability of Williamson. We see it on offense with his dunking, but they're using it on D.
For the three. Traps in the tray. 8 points for him.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Puts one up from 19. Basket counts.
Great finish. What a setup. Terrific ball movement there.
Now Ingram. 9 points in the game so far. The three-pointer is right on target.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
Pass to Grimes. In the corner, Okoro with it. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Valanciunas with the ball. Now here's Williamson. Williamson double teamed. Now Richardson. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Dixon. A shot, no good. Now the Jazz take it the other way. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And it's in there. Pelicans leading by 21. Ingram with it. Screened by Valanciunas. Williamson in the post. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Williamson's got 14.
Well, they're winning largely because of this guy's play. He has been sensational.
To the wing on the left. Okoro wide open. He fires. No good on the triple. Ingram with it. Guarded now by Okoro. Richardson gets a wide open look. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist. Richardson's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's Grimes, and he drives in. Nice D from Valanciunas.
Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task.
Here's Williamson, and the dunk by Williamson.
And this is how dominant Williamson can be. Once he finds his rhythm, he's borderline unguardable.
Pass to Grimes. To halt the run, and he sinks the layup. He's got 8.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. Substitution here for New Orleans. Here's New Orleans. They're on an 18-7 run. Pass to Hayes. Back to McCollum. Ingram with it. Picked by Murphy. Fires from the wing. And here's McCollum for 3. Jones with it. Beasley covering. On the basket by Jones.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Kicks it out to Markkanen. It's good from long range. Markkanen's got 6.
Well, Markkanen sees an opportunity to make one of the easier threes in the NBA. That location in the corner, such valuable real estate.
Ingram outside. There's a screen. Again, the Pelicans score.
And the whole court is open for Ingram. He's got the accuracy to hit that from mid-range.
Back to Beasley. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. 8 points for him.
How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
For 3, Ingram. Beasley with the rebound.
He has that confidence rolling, hitting 2 threes in the first, but he hasn't had one since.
Here's Wallace. Driving the lane. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts. And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And the way C.J. McCollum, Greg, can get a shot up while moving, that's a big part of his game, isn't it?
Yeah, very few players can shoot as well as McCollum on the run. Applies for his pull-up jumpers or when he's falling out of bounds. McCollum, one of the best in the league at it. No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
Pass to Beasley. Now, Okoro. No good from outside. Murphy with the ball. It's McCollum on the wing. Some nice passing here by New Orleans.
2 minutes.
It's McCollum on the wing. Out to Miller. There's the 3. Hits the 3-point bomb. Miller's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Listen, this guy is not the most dangerous threat from there, but you have got to honor the shooting a little bit.
In the corner, Okoro with it. Back to Beasley. Wallace outside. Second chance shot. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
They did a better job of getting it inside in that first. They've lost some of that physical edge here.
For Utah, they have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
Pass to Jones. .106 left to play here in the second quarter. It's Murphy outside. Buries it from 3-point range. Murphy's got 6 points.
Well, the defense deserves to get burned. Absolutely no excuse for leaving him open.
Now Wallace. From deep. Good on the 3-point shot.
Boy, Malik Beasley, known as a pure scorer, but how about the setup of his teammate right there? That's a pretty pass.
Knocked away. Over to the left wing. Here's Dixon. Off the left rim and out. So it's Utah now. Wallace inside. Beasley outside. It's rebounded by New Orleans. They'll be playing host to Chicago for their next game. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Here's Jones. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's New Orleans holding. A very comfortable 25-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Now a timeout called by New Orleans. And so here is New Orleans. Back to Williamson. And the dunk by Williamson.
I'll tell you, that vertical ability he has puts him in select company in NBA power forwards. May not have great size, but boy, he plays bigger than it.
Here's Beasley, and he makes good on the layup. Beasley's got 10 points.
Well, that's Malik Beasley fighting through the contact to finish close. Nice.
Pass to Williamson. Valanciunas with the ball. McCollum with the ball. 5 to shoot. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Here's Williamson. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Williamson's got 4 points in the quarter. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Beasley outside. Pass to Okoro. Markkanen with it. Now defended by Williamson. Markkanen good.
Well, given Markkanen is 7 feet tall, feeding him on the interior is probably a good decision. That's a nice touch by the big man.
McCollum up top. 20 points for him. Valanciunas in the high post. Launches a three. And McCollum is good for 3. McCollum's got 23.
Wow, what a start. 3 for 3. Terrific play calling. Everything clicking out of the gates here.
The shot by Markkanen. Nobody around. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Now here's Williamson. And a wide open look for Valanciunas. Good, and the assist goes to Williamson. Valanciunas has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Wallace right side. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
The Jazz shooting their 4th attempt at the free throw line right here. And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. And the Pelicans making a change.
Personal foul. First team foul. Checking in for the Pelicans.
And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Pass to McCollum. Fires the 3. And another 3 for New Orleans.
Yeah, that's 2 straight 3-pointers they've allowed.
And here is Wallace. He's got 8. Here's Okoro. Zion Williamson grabs the miss. Richardson outside. Out to the wing. Ingram outside. Down low. And Williamson throws it down.
Assisted.
And boy, it's a joy to watch Ingram as he's developed. One of the hardest working players in the game.
Pass to Beasley. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. Beasley's got 4 points now in the quarter.
I'll tell you, what a night. He has been efficient. He's been strong. Unfortunately, they're still fighting an uphill battle.
McCollum with the ball, and it's Wallace picking him up. Clock at 6. Here's Williamson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
An absolute beast in close. Once Williamson has this kind of positioning, you pretty much have to foul.
And the first one drops. The Pelicans making a switch here. And both free throws good for Williamson. And it's Utah's ball. Now Beasley. He's got 12. Wallace outside. 6 on the shot clock. Outside, Markkanen. Over Smith. And he overshot that one, missing.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger. And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Pass to Williamson. New Orleans moving it around. Back to Valanciunas. Here's Williamson. 6 to shoot. And here's Valanciunas. Here's Smith. Driving inside. And the shot goes in. Smith's got 7 points.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Markkanen with it. Now Smith defending. Pass to Beasley. On the wing, Wallace. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. He's got 10.
Well, easy money, right? I like the strategy. Go inside, get a high percentage look.
Richardson outside. Back to Ingram. Now Williamson. He's guarded by Markkanen. Here's Okoro. The rebound by Brandon Ingram. And here are the Pelicans now. Here's Valanciunas. And it's off from three-point range. Wallace misses. Smith with it. He's got 7. Richardson left side. Stolen by Okoro. Wallace, good.
Whoa, sizzling from the field this half, and that's after a shaky start.
Ingram deciding where to go with it. Out left to the wing. The open shot by Valanciunas. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
Takes great confidence in catch-and-shoot situations, and you can see how comfortable Valanciunas is in that opportunity.
Pass to Wallace. It's hauled in by Richardson.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Here's Ingram. And slam dunk by Ingram.
And what an athlete Ingram is. Elevates up in the air with such ease for the dunk.
And the foul on Josh Richardson. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Personal foul. Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
Ingram with the steal. And now the Pelicans on the break. And the basket by Jones.
Assist goes to.
And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for the Pelicans.
They have been a wrecking ball defensively, coming up with steals, being active with their hands, and just doing a terrific job of disrupting the rhythm.
And their fast break has also been a key metric in this one. They have had a significant advantage in transition over the course of this game.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
Now here is Smith. 7 points in the game. Good on the shot. Smith's got 4 this quarter.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Time called here. The Jazz decide to talk it over. Here's Grimes. 8 points for him. To end the run. Puts it up from 17. That shot is off. Coming up empty for the second time this game. 4 for 6. On the wing, Jones. Off target with his 3.
And that's how you have to defend him out there on the three-point line. Played him perfectly.
Count that one. He's got 11.
And you could just see the foot speed was an issue for the defender there as he just sails in for the layup.
Pass to Miller. Back to McCollum. Beyond the arc. The shot comes out. Now the Jazz take it the other way. Here's Grimes. Lots of room. Misses the mark. His 3rd miss of the game. 4 for 7 now. Pass to Murphy. Back to Daniels. McCollum left side. Just 5 to shoot. Goes back up. No good that time.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
The 3. Yes, once again, it remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy open, and they just got burned.
And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That's on James Wiseman.
And when you think of McCollum, the word efficient comes to mind. This guy just shoots the ball and plays the game at a high level.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. And the Jazz with possession here. Here's Guerrero. No good on the 3.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Pass to Daniels. Back to Miller. Driving in. And he uses the glass on the layup. Miller's got 5. 1:04 left in the 3rd quarter of the game. Here's Guerrero. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
That's his first.
The Jazz shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And he knocks down the first one. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Picked by Murphy. On the wing, Daniels. Shot on the wing. Rebound, Utah.
Listen, that's a shot he can make, but obviously the defense okay letting him shoot it.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Here's Guerrero. And it's Daniels with the rebound. Here's Dixon. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans. Sitting.
The Pelicans, 108.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And we all know that injuries are a part of the game, Doris, but it seems like for taller players, bigger players, there can be an additional challenge. Why is that?
Well, think about it, Kevin. If you're a 7-footer who maybe goes between 250 and 280 pounds, playing an 82-game grind with so little time for rest and for healing, the modern game with all the movement that's required, that is particularly challenging for any big man of that size.
There's Miller with the three. On offense, here are the Jazz. Here's Guerrero. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
That's his first personal foul.
He misses the free throw. And the second free throw, good.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
Pass to Daniels. Williamson up top. Rebounded by the Jazz. To the left side wing. Here's Grimes. Miller grabs the miss. And here's Miller. He'll bring it up for the Pelicans. They've only given up 1 point in the fourth quarter. And there's the call on Zion Williamson. That's foul number 2 for him. And the media is able to vote on awards like All Rookie. But, Greg, those awards can end up determining a player's max salary. Any concern there?
No doubt there is, but somebody has to decide those awards, right? And no matter who it is, there's always going to be some pushback. So as long as contracts are tied to them, that power will be in someone else's hand.
New Orleans moving the ball around. Williamson double team. In the corner, Daniels. 4 on the clock.
Jazz foul. Quentin Grimes. That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
That free throw, no good. New Orleans making a switch here.
Daniels. 2 shots.
And he's good on the second. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Lets it go with the three. Rebounded by Valanciunas. And here's Daniels. Pass to Valanciunas. Smith on the wing. Now here's Valanciunas. Now Daniels. To the paint. Murphy can't hit. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. To the left wing. We're seeing a lot of pretty lively pregame dance routines from the players. You got any of that in your repertoire, say, before we begin a broadcast?
Oh, Kevin, I think pretty soon we should work out a few sequences, get ourselves fired up. You game?
No. Come on, Greg, I'm not sure about that, but you go ahead and do it.
Team foul.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
In the corner, it's Valanciunas. The turnaround jumper. Good.
Valanciunas.
Well, how about you get a look at the range of Jonas Valanciunas? Gets this done with his back to the basket, or in that case, the mid-range jumper.
Lets a floater go. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
His first triple of the second half. That makes 3 for the game.
Pass to Richardson. Ingram outside. Hits the outside fadeaway.
Ooh, that is a tough shot.
And the play-in tournament, Greg, is here to stay, but the terminology is somewhat in limbo. Is that going to be part of the playoffs?
You hear people say it's not the playoffs, it's the play-in. Maybe the term postseason should cover both the play-in and the playoff. Something to think about.
Pass to Murphy. Here's Ingram. Fades. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
And now you can see the D having problems stopping the mid-range jumper, just not really closing out as much as they need to.
This one for 3. Rebounded by Valanciunas.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Pass to Wiseman. Valanciunas on the double team. Here's Grimes. And the layup's good off the glass.
Boy, that's just great passing out of the double team. They had him bottled up, but he manages to create an easy basket out of all that pressure.
Ingram outside. Valanciunas trying to free himself up. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Wily moves by Ingram, able to come up with the foul and get that shot in the air.
And the Pelicans making a change here. The leadership of the NBA Players Association, Greg, has said they support expansion. And 2 cities, which seem to be the leading candidates, Seattle and Las Vegas. What do you think?
Well, I love both. Had the good fortune of playing in both cities. And I'd love to see a team in my hometown. But bottom line, more teams means more jobs. And that's a sentiment I think most can get behind.
Ingram attacking. And slam dunk by Ingram.
And how about the athleticism from Ingram? Really looking to tear the basket apart with these strong dunks.
And pushing it up. Here's New Orleans. Richardson's running. New Orleans moving the ball around. There's the screen. And Wiseman sends it back.
And putting in work on the defensive end. Wiseman's swat providing a spark to his team.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Ingram attacking. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on James Wiseman.
And on the drive, Ingram's length gives him such an advantage. The defense tries to counter, and it sends him to the line.
Both teams will make substitutions. Wallace left side. And in this era of player movement, Greg, we're seeing guys often pick teams on fit or style of play. When they look at that, what are they looking into?
You want to have fun coming to work every day, Kevin. I mean, the money they're making, most guys are going to be set for life. But I think they recognize it's about the journey and who you have the opportunity to take that journey with.
Pass to Miller. Murphy with the ball. He's guarded by Markkanen. Miller surveying the floor. Here's Jones. Good. And Miller gets the assist.
Well, we see a lot of emphasis on three-point shooting nowadays, but you'll take that look right there any night of the week.
Wallace with the ball. It's Beasley on the wing. And they'll get another chance. Back to Wallace. The second chance effort. Kicks it out to Beasley. And a miss there on the triple.
But still, eventually you got to feel like he'll start knocking those down again.
Here is Daniels. And there's the drive. And he lays it straight in. And here's Wallace. He'll bring it up for the Utah Jazz. Back to Beasley. And even with the ratings going strong, the younger generations often cord cutting. How does the NBA engage that audience?
Kevin, I think making game action trend on social media and when big moments happen for maybe a small fee, allow people to be a part of it. It's like highlights, but live.
First free throw is good.
And they didn't shoot it very well from the line in the first half, but they've gotten much better since halftime, and it's helped them to secure the lead. And good job bringing that free throw percentage up here in the second half, doing a great job at the line.
Wallace outside. There's a good screen. Pass to Okoro. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and two shots coming up.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half. And this is one of the things they need to keep doing in the second half to get this win. Keep knocking down those free throws. They've been sensational here at the line.
Pass to Murphy. Let's go. Can't nail the jumper. Now here's Wallace. Out to the wing. Here's Okoro. Hands it from downtown. Okoro's got 5 points now in the quarter.
This is something they could really use from Okoro, guys. Has to hit enough threes to help stretch that defense.
And for a while there, Greg, it seemed like we were entering the super team era. But lately, homegrown talent, players you draft and develop or sign and develop, seems to be the way teams are going.
Yeah, and it's not easy to maintain a culture when you're bringing in stars from outside. We've seen some cautionary examples here of late.
Here's Wallace. From outside, off the mark. And here are the Pelicans now. .135 left in the game. Here's Miller. Got a hand on it. They recover it. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will take it.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Pelicans.
They really had it going, guys. Their offense propelled them.
In this case, it was the higher shooting percentage that made the difference and earned them the W.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Zion Williamson.
Boy, forget about his stats for a second, right? What impressed me most was his stamina. It seemed like he was involved in every play. And with that kind of activity, I don't know how you don't wear down.
Pass to Okoro. Wallace outside. It's Beasley on the wing. Puts up a three. They get the rebound. Wallace outside. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And that's got to happen if they want to have a chance to turn this thing around. I mean, he needs to just take the game over. I mean, it seems like he's been hesitant to pull the trigger.
And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. So we see New Orleans taking the W.